ESPN did their NBA rankings, and the top 10 finally came out. And of course, we got to talk about it. Every year, they come out with a little trash list of players that they think are the top 10 or whatever the case is. And, we got to respect everybody's opinion, but these guys, they need to get sent somewhere in a basement, locked up where it's dark and cold, and get spanked and water thrown on them. Some of the people that they left off the list of the top 10 were disrespectful. Like Chris Paul didn't make the top 10 list. But if I remember, Chris Paul was one game away from going to NBA Finals. He's not on your top 10. That's disrespectful. You got somebody like, and there's no disrespect to the people on this list, but like Damian Lillard, he's considered top 10, but Kyrie Irving is not. That doesn't make sense to me. These guys, they need a complete overhaul of the people that are coming up. Whoever the panel is, they need to pick a whole brand new panel. Get rid of the whole panel. Burn it. Like what Kevin Garnett said about Craig Sager's suit. Craig Sager, rest in peace.
You take this right here. I don't care if it's Versace, name brand. It costs
Saeed.
No, Saeed, I don't care. You take this and you burn it.
There's not any product I can keep?
No, nothing. So when you get done with this, you should be butt-ass naked. This should be burned.
You gotta burn this list. This list is awful. It's awful. Like, and it's not that the fact that they left some people off or whatever. It's just like the order is so off. It makes no sense. There's no fluidity to it. You can't put a reason. There's no method to the madness. Damian Lillard's 10. Joel Embiid is 9. Kawhi Leonard is 8. Russell Westbrook is 7. Freaking Anthony Davis is 6. Giannis Antetokounmpo and Kevin Durant tied for 4th. James Harden is 3rd. Stephen Curry is 2nd. LeBron James is 1st. Let me tell you something. Kawhi Leonard in the top 10 is not number 8. Point blank, period. The number one thing that really made me go off my rocker, you have Kevin Durant tied for 4th when he is respectfully known as basically LeBron. If LeBron is 1A, he's 1B. He could possibly be considered the best player in the game right now. He smoked LeBron in 2 finals. Even when LeBron had average of triple-double, LeBron got smoked in 5 games. Then Kevin Durant sweeps him the next year. And he won back-to-back finals MVPs. You can say he had a stacked team, whatever the case is. But when his players weren't playing right in Game 3 in 2017, Game 3 in 2018, he took over both of those games. The guy has some of the highest player efficiency ever in the game of basketball. And you in the finals. And you're saying that he's number 4? James Harden isn't better than him. Stephen Curry isn't better than Kevin Durant. Everybody could agree that Kevin Durant has an all-around game that's better than Stephen Curry's. So how does Curry number 2? And it's not like to say Curry shouldn't be on this list. To me, Curry is like a top 5 player. He should be on this list. But you can't tell me Kevin Durant is tied with 4th with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis can't even shoot the ball. All he can do is drive. He can't even shoot. Come on, man. Then you got Damian Lillard on the list, which I love and I respect. But at the same time, it's like, you leaving guys like Kyrie off of the list? Are you serious? If you putting Damian Lillard on the list, where's Drew Holiday? Because Drew Holiday locked him up in the playoffs. Drew Holiday had Damian Lillard in a box, in a bag. He had him in a paper bag. It was a wet paper bag. He couldn't punch his way out. Come on, man. Come on, guys. This list has to be way better than this. This list has to be way, way, way better. If anything, you should make LeBron and KD tie for 1st. That'll be more respectable. Because it's them 2 and then everybody else. You had James Harden at 3rd. I want to put a guy that doesn't play great defense as 3rd. I mean, offensively, James Harden was a monster. He won the MVP. Much respect to him. But at the same time, it's like Anthony Davis could have been third. Stephen Curry could have been third. I mean, this list, man. It's like when they do it, it's like they feel like they have like a lot of credibility. They whip it out. They feel like this is good. Like, tell us your criteria. What are you using? What is the baseline? What are the items that you're saying? Are you saying popularity? Because if you're saying a popularity contest, this all makes sense to me. Like, KD's not that popular, but he's popular. Stephen Curry's popular. Like, if you're basing it off jersey sales, this makes sense to me. LeBron James and Steph Curry, they're like 1 and 2 in the jersey sales. I think Steph Curry has leaped LeBron James in jersey sales, or whatever the case is. So if you're going by jersey sales, okay, this makes a lot of sense to me. Like, this makes a great deal of sense. But to be like somebody like Kawhi Leonard is 8th and Russell Westbrook is 7th, but in the playoffs, Kawhi Leonard has locked up Russell Westbrook plenty of times, doesn't make sense to me. Like, to say Kawhi Leonard is 8th and James Harden is 3rd, but when Kawhi Leonard met James Harden in the playoffs before CP3 got there, he locked up James Harden. Doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. Come on, guys. You got to make a way, 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 way better list. You know, some of these guys up here, like, for example, Joel Embiid, to me, he's a great talent. But he hasn't even played, like, complete long seasons. Like, he hasn't strung together enough long seasons. Then you got Anthony Davis sitting at 6. The guy has, like, a walking double-double, averages high 20s, double-digit rebounds, averages, like, 2 to 3 blocks. And you're saying he's 6? It doesn't make any sense. Like, is it these guys you're saying control the game? Like, what is your criteria? Don't tell me player efficiency, all this other crap. Because at the end of the day, you could be a very efficient player and still not go anywhere. Player efficiency is not going to mean much if you can't take your team anywhere. You're looking at somebody like Kobe Bryant. He might not have the highest player efficiency, but he's better than a lot of guys on any list. Point blank, period. So don't give me that crap. You know what I'm saying? So, like, this guy was efficient. He impacts the game in this many ways or whatever the case is. But are you winning? Are you winning? Come on, man. Like, this list is like absolute dog doo-doo. It's absolute dog doo-doo. The fact that they're willing to put KD at 4th lets me know everything I need to know. Everything I need to know. You put in Russell Westbrook at 7th. Dog, 7th. As much as Anthony Davis affects the game, Russell Westbrook he brought his team to the playoffs without any help. Like 2 years ago when KD left, or it's going to be 3 years ago, this dude brought a team to the playoffs that had no business being there while averaging a triple-double. But you got him at 7th? You got Kawhi Leonard at 8th? Joel Embiid is 9th? Nah, I can't do it, man. I can't respect this list, man. I respect their opinion, but I respectfully disagree. I think this list is trash. I think they need to, when they make these lists, they need to take into account a lot of other things than jersey sales or player efficiency. Because you could tell it's based off like a popularity thing. Like, and I think they felt kind of bad for Dame for leaving him out of the like all-star votes and stuff. So they put him at 10. But at the same time, it's like you don't have CP3 top 10. CP3 is not a top 10 player right now. Kyrie Irving's not a top 10 player right now. This is not a guard-oriented league. I quit, man. This list. Hoops Junction. With hoops, meets hoopla. Like, comment, and subscribe.